Good morning and happy Mother's Day to all you powerful mothers out there, to my MBP family. You are just awesome people. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for watching, commenting. I know many of you are watching, but you're not commenting, and that's okay. I thank you for watching. And if you can drop a comment, I will appreciate that as well. So this morning I am here, I'm blessed, I am thankful, and it is with that thankful heart that I'm up and want to send you a Mother's Day blessing. So not only to the mothers who have given birth to children, but to all women who have been inspirational to a child or children as they continue on life's journey. So also to those fathers who had to play the role of mom and dad when mom passed away or mom wanted a new life and decided to leave the children with you dads. So all the dads who are mothers, I also applaud you today. So I was in the bathroom and my mind went back to the early years when I came to this country and I worked in the healthcare field. And how often you go into these senior citizens, golden agers, and you're the only person, the home care providers are the only ones who are there with the parents. I remember one Saturday I worked on the Sabbath because when you come to America, you have to pay bills. It's not like Jamaica where you can live with mom for a long time or grandma or what have you. This country, when you have responsibilities, you have to get up and get it done. So yes, I went to school. I worked 7 days sometimes. And so I was there with the patient and the son and his wife would drop in on the weekend for not even 30 minutes. They'd come in and, oh, Mom, is everything okay? And she mumbles something to them. And they don't make sure that a meal is provided for them, for her. They didn't even look in the refrigerator to say food wasn't there. They come in and then they leave. And it had been so with so many of these senior people whom the children just didn't matter to them. And so I felt like I need to just say, because a lot of you mothers have made so many sacrifices. Not all mothers are great parents, but those of you who have been great parents, I say hats off to you. And those of you who are not so great because children do not come with instructions how to raise them. A lot of parents, you were not great parents because people were not so good to you. But I say that is no excuse because in the world we live in, we can learn by watching others. And whether people loved us, whether they ever said the word I love you, you have gone out and I've heard people saying it. You have read books and saw love expressed in different shapes and forms. So especially in today's world, there shouldn't be any one talking about, well, nobody loved me when I was young. I don't know what love is or what it felt like or what it looked like. We don't have to go back there because there's so many examples. Everything is just out there today. The good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent. And we can choose what we want to choose. Today, pastors are not afraid to talk about whatever topic in the pulpits anymore. Right? So, wherever we go, there are examples, and we are hearing it, we're seeing it. So, it should make us better people, not worse. So we know that being a parent, as I said, the kids didn't come with instruction. So it's a lot of give and take, a lot of mistakes and corrections. It's a lot. But we persevere and we get it done. And so today I pray and I hope that wherever you are, that your children will remember the sacrifices that you have made. How many times you needed a new dress or a new pair of shoes, but you thought about them first. How often you have been hungry, but you gave them the last, and when they offer you a little, you say, no, it's okay, you go ahead, I will be fine. How often somebody comes and offers you something and you hand it down to them because you always think that they need it more. How often you have walked miles just to make sure they had lunch money for school. I know it has been tough, but how often have you cried those tears? Not tears of hopelessness, but tears of joy for them when they did well. Tears of joy when they took their first step, or somebody says something good about them and it made you feel good. Tears of joy when you would go into school and the teachers are proud to have them as a child in their class. But there's also been those sad tears when they didn't listen and they got into unnecessary troubles. Tears when people would say some hurtful things and you hang your head in shame and you walk away with the tears just streaming down. Those silent tears that nobody sees but you know it's there. And those times when they needed a little bit more because they did try, but they needed that little bit more. And you said, because you have tried, I am willing to help you to make up what you have to get that car, to make up what you have to get that house, to sign in a document as a co-signer to help you because I see that you are making a good effort. And so today I hope that the children didn't just send you flowers and that's the end all. Every day is Mother's Day, but today that has been set aside just to make the money, the millions from the flowers I just hope they didn't just send you flowers, but they remember to say, thank you, Mother. God bless you for all that you have done for me, all the sacrifices you've made, all the times when you said no when you meant no, all the times when you held my hand and squeezed it a little bit to help me understand it's going to be okay. Thank you, Mother, for all those things and much more. I remember my mother's mother, that grandmother, our grandfather would tell her to cut up his clothes to make clothing for her children. She had 14 live children. And just know that that could not have been easy. And I'm sure sometimes she ran out of love to give because there were so many to give love to. But we still remembered the great times. We remembered when they would have one candy. My grandmother was like that. And they crack it so you get a little piece to sweeten your mouth, Granny would say. Put this in your mouth to sweeten your mouth. So I hope that the children treat you well, that they remembered. A lot of children, they hold on to the negatives. They remembered all the times you couldn't give. They remembered all the times you had to yell at them. And they never stopped to think that maybe, just maybe, the time she didn't give to me is because it wasn't enough, or the rent had to be paid, so there was nothing left. But there was a bill to be paid. There was nothing left. Or maybe there wasn't even enough to give. So many just remembered when you didn't do. I asked you for this and you didn't do it. You know, sometimes you listen to people and, I'm sitting here in front of you, and these are not my experiences, guys. Because last week, my children reached out and said, there was a group text. Well, Mommy said she didn't want flowers. But we're going to, there's something special that I wanted to try. And then they decided that this is what they're going to do. They're coming here today to have dinner. God take them safely. They're coming here to spend some time with me. And I'm not short of that. The kids work, and so when they come, I appreciate it. I don't expect them to drop in every day. I'm okay now. And so when it's necessary, we all get together. They came that they're ordering food, they're coming in, they're going to eat with us, and that's a blessing. But what blesses me more is when they say, thank you, Mommy. They've never thrown in my face, Mommy, you remember when you didn't come to my basketball game, you didn't see me. They don't, because they know that I've been supportive. I did as much as I could do. And there were times when I didn't, because I wanted them, especially my son. Never went to school for my daughters. But my son, he felt bad. He says, oh, you never come to school to talk to the teacher. And that's why they gave me a PRC. I said, no, you're a big boy now. You're in high school. I shouldn't be following behind you. You have the training. You know what to do and how to deport yourself. I'm getting you ready for college. I'm not going to come to college and see if you're doing your homework or doing your work. So he used to get on me for that. But why did you come to school today? My teacher said, and nope, you go and fix it. You're a big boy, a big teenager. I'm not coming to school for a 16-year-old boy. No, you go to school. And if you're doing the right things, asking questions when you need to, raising your hand, being respectful, do what you have to do, you'll be fine. Never had to go, never, So I just say to us as mothers out there, grandmothers, aunties, fathers who've been mothers and fathers, that as today comes, it's your day. But I hope that this won't be the only day. That I pray and I hope that the children remembered the kindnesses. I don't want them to send you flowers and that's enough. That's not enough. Flowers wither and perish in a day or two. But a word of gratitude, a word of a blessing, it lasts forever. So this is one of my favorites, and I tell you often, I live by these words. And it's the words of the anonymous writer who wrote Desiderata. And in this poem it says, you should go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even the dull and the ignorant. They too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexation of the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain and bitter. For always there would be greater or lesser persons than yourself. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career, however humble. It is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let us not blind you to what virtue there is, because many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is filled with heroism. Be yourself, especially do not feign affection. Especially do not be fake when it comes to affection. Neither be cynical about love. For in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortunes. But do not distress yourself with imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God. Whatever you conceive him to be, and whatever your labors and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace with your soul. Keep peace with your soul. Because with all the shams, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be careful and strive to be happy. Make it a great day by choice. If children come, appreciate them. And if they call, you have good conversations. But just make it a great day by choice. Create fond memories, because you look back at them years after, a week after, a month after,